This thumbnail goes so hard.
But anyway.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
But anyway, that's where we were heading this one day. So we all packed up. We're in Beatty, Nevada, which is the Burrow Inn.
Yeah, like August Burns Red.
Where we always hold up at. And we take off from there every morning to go do the AM and the PM push. That's what you call it when the war is on. You call it the push. So we had one in the morning called AM push, one in the afternoon PM push. So we were all heading up for the AM push in a convoy. There's 3 vehicles, probably about 3 to 4 people per vehicle. I'm in the lead vehicle with the ranking guy. He's driving, and I'm right behind him.
I want to know, where's the one where he communicates with the alien? Because this sounds more like he's describing when he goes to the crash site. Oh, here. A crazy story of the Eben alien interrogation. I'm assuming
this talk of NHI, what did it entail when you first heard it?
Well, it was between 2 people that were talking about the day's interview with this NHI that they had. They called an Eben.
They had an interview?
Yeah, he had an interview with him, and he was relaying what was talked about in that interview to another individual, probably his boss or somebody that is going to, pass it on to the rest of the folks in the group or whatever.
Did you see this written down?
I did not. I had it recorded just like you would with anything else that's, it's recorded in such a way that it can stand legal, forensic kind of analysis. That's the level of stuff that you have to do with an intel guy, is you have to be really specific about what you're recording and make sure it's accurate, even whether you believe it or not, what's going on. You have to be able to transcribe that word for word the way it goes.
So you heard the recording. That's how you found out about this non-human intelligence thing.
Well, it was an active phone call. That's what I did on the red team that I was.
When did you talk directly to the motherfucker?
Monitoring.
What'd the alien say?
The Air Force. And in this case, I'm monitoring for the program.
Can you say how the conversation went? Like, how did someone bring up non-human intelligence? What was was there any discussion before this non-human intelligence of UFOs at all, or aliens at all?
Yeah, there was quite a few times. We had a scientist on the team. There was an officer. He was a nuclear scientist, and he was able to give us some insights and stuff like that, because we'd have some really strange things like things that were turning at 90 degrees, and how do you not break that piece of machinery, or
we talked about Rogan's brother getting charged for crypto,
stuff like that. And they had very technical parameters that I can't cannot.
Why does he talk to the fucking alien?
We're talking about these.
Was it here against its will? Was it here to
It sounded like it was imprisoned. It sounded like an interrogation result is what it sounded like.
If you hear any of the stories, they make it sound like he was one of the survivors and he got stuck here, and he started working with us, and eventually he died in the natural causes. But it's all speculation, because we're hearing all this stuff, but we don't have any way to verify.
And how many other stories that are similar to that, like the interactions and a thing being here?
I have no doubt after this, Joe went to his friends. He's like, "You guys aren't gonna believe this, brother. I talked to people that talked to aliens today. Yeah, no, they crash landed here a little while back. The Eben, the Eben aliens. It's unbelievable." Joe Rogan absorbs actually every single thing a human being says, and he's like, "Holy shit." It's giving me a lot to think about. This is big. This is big.
With us, have you heard?
There's another one that actually escaped from captivity.
Yo.
But he actually convinced
those aren't super accurate usually, Logan.
Or
they're
his
not actual
interrogator
they're
to
not
help
usable.
him escape, because the program was trying to get him to open a portal for them, and they wanted to control of it. And the guy eventually, the interrogator actually pushed him into the portal and had surreptitiously given him back to his own home world. And it ended that guy's career, probably.
A portal?
Yeah.
And what kind of portal are we talking about?
You're talking like it's kind of like a way of opening a wormhole that you can control.
And did they say where this thing was accomplished and how?
I think it was also in reticuli. I think it was another being from the reticuli.
Yeah, they straight up went to the nether.
Portal. Where's this portal? How is it accomplished?
The portal, I thought... I was trying to think, where was that call from and to? Because you always get the originating location.
I appreciate it.
You're always trying to figure out who the distant end is. I'm trying to think all the parameters, because you have to write down the phone number and every stuff sometimes.
Naturally, yeah, it can get
It sounded
confusing.
like it might have been on the Pacific Northwest or the West Coast area is where this was taking place.
And did they say how the portal was made? Was this
We can't
made by
comprehend
them?
how it was made.
They had recovered parts of one, and they were trying to complete it, and they
They
trying to
recovered
get
parts
this
of a portal? What'd they have,
being
obsidian
to
blocks?
help them complete the portal, so that they
What?
could use it for their advantage.
Like a Stargate.
Yeah,
Like a real Stargate.
correct. Yeah,
Remember what I was telling you, that story about, you
What?
know, let's go get Jimmy?
Yeah.
The rumor that I heard surrounding this was that he convinced
No, I hate
his
cruises.
interpreter
Never been
that
on one,
if he
but I know I'd
didn't
hate
get
it.
back, and if he didn't get home, really bad things were going to happen. And that guy just kind of felt like, you know, hey, I got kids and whatever.
Right. I don't want society to destroyed. by
Right.
plus he had
aliens.
some compassion
Noble.
for him.
Yeah.
because
Pretty-
he'd been working
that's-
with him for a while.
Yeah. So when
Admirable.
he got the chance, he was just like, you know, get him in
Help
there.
him
And,
through.
I can't remember all the things. I think they had to keep this entity.
I love that. I love that. Just go on there and just spit some fanfic, and Joe's like, holy shit. A portal. Wow. I always knew, but this is irrefutable proof now that you've given me. I wonder if Joe Rogan does any verification on these people. Like, how easy would it be to claim to be an alien researcher and get on the show? You should try to get one of your friends on the show. That'd be. So I was thinking about that. I just don't know who you contact for booking, because they're like, I think it's pretty obvious. Bare minimum, he does like actually the bare minimum to make sure the person's like alive, so he doesn't book like a corpse or something. Like, as long as you have a pulse, I think you probably have a really good chance if you just come up with like a really interesting story. You should check out the Cocoa Puff conspiracy video from Alex Bale. I always love those kind of things. Is it a really deep one? It was a Viltrumite. Oh yeah, maybe it was a Viltrumite. Jerry Slander's crazy. That's not even slander. That's just factual, man. He just brought on this guy who's talking about an alien in a portal from the Eben alien interrogation. Like, come on. And Joe's just like, wow. Wow. I used to watch a lot of Rogan. It's just rough now. Ever since the Rock went on for the self fucking autofellatio, I can't stand it anymore.